So when you gonna start that project you said you was gonna start? When you gonna go back to school? When you gonna start that diet? When you gonna start that YouTube you said that you were gonna start? You said it. No one else said it. You said it. Your default answer is, I'll get to it when I have time. Because right now I don't have time. As if you're so fucking busy, right? I used to tell people this all the time. And it was just an excuse as to why I wasn't doing what the fuck I said I was going to do. And I had the nerve to go and tell other people that I was going to do it. And then get upset when they ask me, hey, did you start that thing? When are you going to start it? Oh, I ain't have time yet. I'm so busy. Busy doing what? I was too busy making fucking excuses as to why I couldn't do something. And it's too many people right now, grown people, adults, who still do that. And they will forever do it. You need to stop. You need to end it, because if we being real, you working a job right now you hate. Let's just say on average you working 40 to 50 hours a week. Well, let's break this down for a second. You have 168 hours in a week, right? 56 of those hours go to sleeping. If you lucky, right? I'm not the best. I don't get the best fucking sleep. So, I'd be lucky to get 50. 40 of those hours will go to work. So you have 56 hours of sleeping, 40 hours of work, and then approximately you have 72 hours left. I think it's about 72 hours. That's 168. So you mean to tell me that in those 168 hours, you have 72 hours to do whatever the hell you want? You don't have any time to work 3 to 5 hours toward your fucking goals? Is that what you're telling me? 3 to 5. If your answer is you too busy, your problem is not your schedule. It's not your timing. It's your priority. You don't have your priorities in order at all. Because at the end of the day, we all doing this shit we don't want to do. We got to go to a job. We got to go do this. We got to go do that. But you the one who keep coming up saying you don't have time to work on what it is you have to work to do. I remember working 10 hours a day, going home, feeling like I worked so hard, in which I didn't. I wasn't doing shit, but mentally I'm like, oh my God, I'm working so hard. Go home, go binge watch Netflix or play the video game. Sunday would get here, and then I'm like, oh, I don't want to go back to work. And the whole weekend, I didn't do a goddamn thing to better myself, to better my situation. And then I would go back to work and complain to people who would listen, which was everyone. No one wanted to be there. Oh, I hate this job. They ain't paying me enough. Somebody else, yeah, you right, man. They ain't paying us enough. Not one person. Now, I'm the person that do this today. I don't engage in that bullshit, because at the time, all it would have took at the time was one person to say, well, what the fuck are you doing on the weekend? What are you doing to work on yourself to get out of this situation? You keep complaining about it. What are you doing to help yourself? You got 72 hours to yourself. 56 hours sleeping, 40 hours a week. You got 72 fucking hours. That's a lot of time. As much as you get stuck in complaining and doing a 40 hours a week or 50 hours a week, and then, I got to do this and do that. What are you doing in that 72 hours to work on yourself? You only need 3 to 5. 3 to 5 to better whatever it is you want to work on. Do whatever it is you want to fucking do, and you choose not to do anything. We all get the same amount of time. People try to make it seem like my time is more valuable, or you don't know how no, we all get the same amount of time. We all get 168 hours in a fucking week. We all do. And the difference between growth and regret isn't time. It's what you choose to do with it. And a lot of people choose to do nothing with their time. They choose to do bullshit. They do shit that is not gonna help them grow. You know, not saying you shouldn't have fun, but 3 to 5 hours on you. You go to the gym. You could go read a book. You could go listen to a motivational podcast. You could go fucking build a project. Just do something. And stop complaining about your current situation if you're not doing anything in that time that you do have to yourself. You have to find time for what matters the most. And if you give your time to bullshit, well, you're going to receive bullshit. If you could binge watch, scroll, and complain for hours, then you could build. You could learn. You could evolve. That same time that you do for bullshit, use that same amount of time to build. Excuse me. But most people get stuck in complaining and talking about, oh, you know, this is, you know, I'm tired of this shit. We all tired. Ain't nobody more or less tired than the next fucking person. At the end of the day, we all do not want to do this shit. But you got those couple people who take the time to better their situation. And then when other people see it, it's like, oh, they got lucky. No, they didn't. They put the work in. You don't even realize it, but the future self and who you want to be is begging you for your discipline. Like, yo, get this shit together. Everything that you want, the future of you, is begging for your fucking discipline, but you don't know how to give yourself discipline. You keep falling for the dumb shit. You keep giving your time and energy to bullshit. Every hour you waste is now. Every hour that you waste right now is an hour wasted, stolen from the life that you keep saying you want. And I'm gonna actually say, every hour you waste right now, we gonna tax it. So it's really like 2 hours for your future self. So keep every fucking time I'm gonna do it later. I don't have time. You just prolonging it. Just get the shit done. Start. Half the shit come down to just starting and doing something. That's it. Stop saying I don't have time and start saying it's not a priority. Because half the time when you say you don't have time for something, you insinuating that you want to have time, or there's a little sliver in there for time, but right now you just don't have it. Nah, you just don't need to do the shit. Next time somebody say, you know, do you want to do this? It's not a priority. See, a lot of people might think that's rude, but it's not a fucking priority. You have shit that you have to get done. But, you know, you want to keep, oh, I ain't got time. No, you do have fucking time. Once you do that, the truth about who you really value becomes so clear. Once you start saying it is not a priority instead of I don't have time, everything you want, the version of you, becomes so clear. So at the end of the day, you could sit here and blame the timing. You could say it's not your season. You could say I don't have whatever. But you have the same amount of fucking time as the next person. Think about this for a second. You got all the great people, the Michael Jacksons, the Michael Jordans, the Drakes, the Prince. They all had the same amount of fucking time as you, and they chose to be a fucking great. You don't want to have that same amount of time, 24 hours in a day, and be a nobody. Be an absolutely nobody. If someone could have the same amount of time and become so fucking great, why can't you just elevate off the fucking ground a little bit? My whole thing is I don't have to be great. I just want to get off the fucking bottom, which is where everyone is, where it's not so crowded. But that starts with you. Send this video to someone who could use it. Let me know in the comments what y'all think. Like, comment, subscribe. Y'all have a blessed day. Deuces.